Here with a new video for the channel. I hope you like it, and if you like it, don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment, and subscribe. Now without further ado, get comfortable. Let's begin.
The explosion had been so violent that it would even disintegrate a few more planets. Meanwhile, in the dimension where Goku was, a voice would resound throughout that place.
Master, I have accomplished my mission. I have left that guy badly wounded, and I have saved all the other people you ordered me to save.
Thank you so much, but I didn't order you to do it. I just asked for a favor from you.
Master, I'm here to serve you.
Goku at that moment would begin to meditate, thinking of a new way to increase his powers.
Master, just like you, a part of me comes from the Saiyan race. According to my knowledge, if you acquire your tail again, you'll be able to obtain an incredible power.
Are you serious?
That's right, my master.
Goku, without thinking so much, would begin with the training to make his tail come back again. Meanwhile, outside the dimension of emptiness in the palace of Zeno-sama, we're all very confused by everything that had happened.
What had happened? I don't know, my lord, but a beast saved our lives. I want you to inform all the gods to be on high alert because mael has returned. On that subject, my lord, what happens is that the gods were the ones who brought mael from the underworld.
What did you tell me, Daishinken? Why did they do that stupid thing?
Out of the fear of Son Goku, since they summoned him to assassinate Son Goku. I won't forgive them for this. Because of them, my friend is dead. I don't believe it, my lord, because the beast called Lord Goku Master. This is really unbelievable.
Meanwhile, far away from that place was Mael, who was shocked because he was completely defeated and was not able to do anything. Damn beast, I swear I'll find you and exterminate you. That damn Saiyan, how the hell is he alive? Mael would continue resting with the purpose of recovering all his energies, until from one moment to the other, Mael would come up with an idea. I know, I must gather the Destroyer Angels again, especially my brother Blaze. Mael would begin with his evil plan. That's right, Mael would begin to search of all the Super Dragon Balls. At the time he would gather them, he would realize that all of them were made of stones because it had not been a year since its last use. Mael quickly went to the Universe 10 in search of the Ring of Time. Getting it successfully, Mael would travel a year into the future. At the time he arrived, the Super Dragon Balls were already activated. Great God Zarma appears and fulfills my desire. The Great God Zarma would make his appearance, and he appeared he would quickly recognize Mael.
Mael the Destroyer Angel, tell me what I can do for you.
I wish for you to revive my fellow angels who fell in battle.
I'm so sorry, but that power surpasses my power. I cannot bring to life someone whose power surpasses that of my creator.
Don't worry about it. Mael at that moment would create a giant sphere of power. That's right, Mael had transferred 90% of all his power. That should be enough. Now I want you to bring my fallen comrades back to life. Zarma with all that power would manage to bring most of them back to life. However, Blaze was not in that group. Mael with the little power he had left would be enraged. Where the hell is my brother? At that moment, one of the angels that had been resurrected would approach Mael. Mael, don't you remember that Blaze was sealed by the High Priest technique? I had completely forgotten. I regret it, Great Dragon God Zarma. Zarma would leave that place. At that moment, Mael, together with all the other angels, would return to their original time. My brothers of war, I have revived you because I need your help. A beast had been able to defeat me, and almost defeated the king of everything and his guardian Daishinken. So you were able to take down those two bastards on their own. But a beast got in your way, of course, we will help you, Mael. At that moment, all the angels would agree to overthrow the king of all, Zeno-sama and Daishinken, to create a new divine order. Meanwhile, in Universe 7, Kirash had returned and managed to successfully unmerge. At that time, Vegeta would arrive with all the other gods, which at the time of the unmerge would be viewed with hatred by Beerus as well as Whis. All the gods had agreed to join because if the king of all Zeno-sama falls in battle, all would do it. Now, get the hell out of my planet. I don't want to see you, because you were able to cause all this trouble. All the gods would leave to their respectful universes. At that moment, Vegeta would ask what happened, and Whis would tell him everything that had happened. Vegeta would be a little surprised, but without wasting time, he would talk about the communication he had with Kakarot. What did Goku say?
The only thing I was able to tell me was that he would go look for a way to get out of that place, and then he would beat up Mael.
I don't doubt Mr. Goku is able to get out of that dimension, since his power must have increased unrealistically. Meanwhile, returning to the dimension, Goku had succeeded. That's right, Goku was in the transition from Ozaru to Super Saiyan Phase 4. The power that Goku gave off was unreal, being able to shake several dimensions for all his power. Power is incredible! I can't believe the power I have now.
If you combine your power with my essence, you'll be unstoppable.
Thank you, my good friend, but I'll give you a name. You will be called Zaiku.
I've never had a name before. I like Zaiku. Thank you, Master.
Now, it's time to get out of this place to get revenge on those bastards and combine with you. At that moment, Goku in Super Saiyan Phase 4 began to increase his power on a large scale. That's right, Goku's power was rising so much that even portals and cracks in all that place would have. At the moment, one of the cracks would release a subject very similar to Mael. Goku would realize the new subject stopped raising his power. Who are you? How did you get here?
I don't know, and I have the same doubt that you have. But the only thing I know is that I'll finally be able to get out of this place. If you're able to open the dimensional rifts, you'll get me out of here.
Goku would become much more serious than before. And what would happen if I refuse?
Of course, I'd end your life once and for all. No matter how much power you possess, you'll never be a match for Blaze, the Supreme Destroying Angel.
Did you just say Destroying Angel? The only one I knew like that was that wretched Mael.
So you've met my brother. Let me inform you that if my brother defeated you, you have no chance against me, because I'm much more powerful than him.
Of course! He was more powerful than me. Now I could defeat him single-handedly.
Not even the king of everything's powerful enough to beat my brother single-handedly. You're bluffing, Saiyan.
Goku, with a confident smile, would go back to watching him. If you're so sure of that, why don't you try to attack me? Blaze would launch himself at a high speed against Goku, but the moment he was a few inches away from hitting him, he would quickly back up. Wow, I can tell you have good reflexes. I was just going to attack you.
What the hell is going on? My body warns me not to fight this being.
Blaze, without caring about what his body was warning him, he would launch himself with a much larger speed than before. But it was useless because Goku didn't even dodge his blows. He received them all from the front. Just to show how superior he was, Blaze would launch an attack from his mouth in front of Goku, which would cause a big explosion.
What did you think of that attack? That's what you get for underestimating me.
That was nothing. The only thing you did was dirty my clothes. Blaze would be shaking with fear when he realized that his power wasn't enough to make a scratch on him. I think it'll be an excellent revenge. If when I get out of here, I'll leave with your head. Goku began to torture Blaze, who, in spite of surpassing the power of a king, couldn't do anything against Goku. Meanwhile, outside the dimension, Mael had already recovered a great part of his powers. That's right, his power had returned again, and he felt confident to win this time with the other angels. It doesn't matter how strong that damn beast is. If we attack him together, he won't be able to do anything.
But Mael-sama, wouldn't it be better to wait, also for your brother to be 100% sure of victory?
You're right, Ketera. So let's continue with our meditation. We must increase the resistance of our spiritual sea. Meanwhile, in Universe 7, Vegeta was very thoughtful. However, without giving it so much importance, Vegeta would begin to train the style of a god of destruction. To spend a few days in a special room for the training of god destroyers, Vegeta managed to reach the Ultra Ego. At the time of Vegeta out, would leave surprised Whis and Beerus, who would not believe the power that the Prince of the Saiyans had obtained.
Vegeta-sama, is it really you?
Mr. Vegeta, the power you have reached is incredible. I can even feel the essence of a god in you.
Of course it's me, Beerus-sama and Whis. You're not wrong. I've reached a similar state to that of Lord Beerus. Now I'll demonstrate it for you.
Vegeta would begin raising his power, making everything around him tremble, even the entire Universe 7. After a few moments, Vegeta's hair would change to a purple color, and his aura would destroy everything around him. That's right, Vegeta had achieved the mode of a god of destruction. That moment of roar would make the entire Universe 7 feel that bestial power.
Vegeta's power is impressive. I can't believe it. And this is not all my power.
Beerus would be surprised again. Meanwhile, in a faraway place, all the Destroyer Angels had felt that great power.
Zeno-sama, the power that appeared a few moments ago is an amazing power.
You're right, Ketera, and I'm sure that it belongs to the Saiyan that was on the planet of that god. Returning to the dimension, we could observe a Blaze lying completely on the ground, unable to move.
You came to my dimension thinking I'd be an easy subject, but thanks. With your death, I know that I would make your brother suffer in an incredible way.
Goku at that moment would create the Dragon Punch. That's right, the dragon would come out of Goku's fist, surrounding the whole dimension. At the moment of impact, it would reduce him to atoms.
Apparently I overdid it a little. I didn't leave any dust of that damn thing, but I can still describe it to you. With that, you'll believe me.
Master, the time's come. You must use a great deal of your power.
I know, Zeku. The moment has finally arrived.
Goku would begin to raise his power, making all that dimension shake. His power was so much that multiple temporal cracks were created. However, Goku at the moment of feeling the power of Zeno-sama would enter that temporal crack. At the moment that Goku entered, all the universe to which he had arrived would create a gigantic explosion that would make the 12 universes tremble because of all the power that had been released.
What will happen next? Find out in the next chapter. Well guys, this is all for today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video.